First in HD. 11 News at 10.
11 News is uncovering a danger involving truck engines. They're called runaway diesels, and they're linked to the deaths of people right here in Houston and in other cities. 11 News reporter Dave Failing has tracked those trucks, and tonight reveals why a potential life-saving solution is getting little use.
Ask any driver of one of these tankers.
It's pretty scary, you know?
And they'll tell you the risk of a catastrophic explosion is very real. At this terminal in Pasadena, when they're loading thousands of gallons of gasoline, drivers say one rule is unbreakable.
We're not allowed to keep it running.
Engines must be turned off, because here's what can happen when they're not. In Brazoria County in 2003, Texas City in 2005, Tacoma, Washington in 2007, and in Oklahoma just last summer, diesel truck engines were suspected of running out of control and triggering explosions.
Later, witnesses saw the truck backfire.
This is a government recreation of the BP blast.
The two workers fled, unable to shut off the engine.
At first, it sounds bizarre. How could a diesel engine start revving out of control with no way to stop it? Turns out in case after case, there was nothing wrong with those engines. It was what was in the air.
The engine's running, and there's some sort of release of flammable gas. That engine has the potential to pull that gas into the air intake. We keep about 120 trucks in this location.
In Deer Park, BT Stedman's company owns these trucks used to haul chemical waste. The danger, as seen in this video from Washington State, if an explosive vapor escapes from the truck's cargo or a tank nearby, the diesel engine, often left running to operate pumps, can start pulling the vapor into its air intake, causing the engine to run faster and faster. Why doesn't the driver just turn the key off?
Diesel engine, turning the key off won't shut it off.
Turning the key off won't shut the engine off?
Not in a diesel engine.
That's because diesel engines use compression, not spark plugs, to ignite fuel. So the only way to stop a runaway engine is to shut off the vapors getting sucked into its air intake. On most trucks, there's no way to do that, but it can be done. Jogan Bala showed us.
The valve is right here. It shuts down the air to the engine.
It is this safety valve made right here in Houston by an international company called Amot. If the engine revs beyond a safe limit, it cuts off the air, killing the engine. Your company's been making this product for a number of years?
25 plus years.
They're required in Europe and Canada, but even after 3 deaths in Brazoria County, 15 at BP, and still others around the nation, the U.S. has no requirement for the safety shutoff valves. BP wouldn't answer our questions about this, but some companies are taking action.
These valves save lives. And
BT Stedman is putting them on 200 of his trucks at a cost of a couple $1,000s each. Meantime, the Steelworkers Union is urging government regulators to make the safety valves mandatory, saying if they save one life, they'd be worth it. Dave Failing, 11 News.